Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Marvel Future Fight, and for you, it may have been like a few minutes, maybe even a couple days, but for me, it's literally been like 10 seconds since our last video. That, of course, was the Maximus review. If you haven't seen that video, go check that out. Assuming we started off that right, I realized that partway through my game was slow, but I'm assuming we're starting, so we're gonna go with it. But yeah, so today we're back with another video. We're checking out another character, though I honestly don't know how they could top Maximus. Again, just to say, if you haven't seen the video, I recommend go watching it. I love Maximus. You need to go watch him, find out about him. He is absolutely awesome. And we're just gonna go on. We're just going on with another character. Today we're gonna take a look at Inferno. This is one guy. We haven't unlocked him yet, so we're gonna go straight ahead and unlock him. This is the one that you can't, he's not directly available in the special mission, or the special quest or mission. Like, he's not one that you get through by completing the quest. He is one where you have like the ally, and like if you're lucky, you'll get a biometric from your ally at the end of the quest. And we got enough for him, playing through, getting everybody else, we got enough for him. This is one, other than Maximus, is probably my second favorite that I'm looking for. Like, also when I mentioned about like mere seconds ago, Maximus is still in our team. Like, it was literally like 20 seconds ago that I finished the other video. But we're gonna get moving on. We're going to get Inferno now. I am super excited. Here he is. He's been actually awesome to have fighting alongside me in the quest. He looks like he's pretty strong. So we're gonna go. We got some matchups here. We're not gonna take a look at that at the moment. We're gonna take a look at the bio here, just because we can get a little bit more information on the character. Real name: Dante. I'm gonna say Pertuse. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but I'm gonna say Pertuse. Height 5'11", weight 161 pounds. Dante Pertuse was the first human to have his latent inhuman genes triggered by the Terrigen Mist. After emerging from his inhuman cocoon, he was granted the ability to manipulate flames and take on a heated molten form. I did not know that. That is cool. Medusa takes an interest in Dante after he successfully fends off the evil inhuman Lash from harming his family. That is also a very impressive feat if you know how powerful Lash is. But she invites Dante to move to Atlan, making him the first new human, people of both human and inhuman ancestry, to join the city. So he's not 100% inhuman, so he's kind of like an Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's kind of one of the people who got activated through the Terrigen Mist. That's been kind of like the big story in that series for a while now. But this guy, I am excited to check him out. He looks pretty cool. Not as cool as Maximus, just a little bit there, but he's been pretty cool to fight alongside. So I am excited to see what he can do. Now we gotta scroll down. He's gonna be the very last character, all the way down there. Oh, there he is. Alrighty, so there he is. Ooh, I actually really like his stance here. I really like the flaming hands. That's kind of a nice touch they have there, but he looks threatening. Like just his facial expression, the suit, the fire. He looks like he would be a tough dude and not one you want to meet in a dark alley. Just saying. But yeah, so design-wise, I think I like the red and the black combination. Like I said, I like the flames. His face looks threatening, though I'm not 100% sure what these pads are for. He's got them on his stomach, his legs, the top of his legs there. Doesn't have anything on the lower part of his legs, but kind of on the upper arm, or underneath the upper arm, on his shoulders, around his stomach, going up to his chest a bit. Not 100% sure. Those are maybe they're like cooling units. I'm not 100% sure. Or I'm gonna assume either they're just extra armor, or they may have something to do with keeping him warm or cool, kind of like a heat management. Maybe that's kind of maybe what his suit can do, is kind of make sure that he's not like absolutely like burning everybody up that steps near him, maybe something like that. I'm not 100% sure what those are, but they kind of look, I don't know. Like, for me, I'm just mainly noticing them because they kind of, I don't want to say they kind of ruin the design, but they kind of stick out. They don't seem like they quite fit to me. I'm not sure. That's just my personal opinion, but of course, let me know what you think about Inferno, any of the new characters, in the comments below. I can get that out earlier this video than I have in the last ones. But yeah, other than that, he looks really cool. Yeah, just maybe those pads to me don't seem like they quite fit, or they just kind of stick out. Like, they're just kind of like, especially on the legs, it's just like the two big ones on the top and then nothing. Just kind of seems a little awkward to me. But yeah, so with all that said, let's move on to the stats here. We've got, well, first up, actually, we're going to level him up a little bit. First, 2, 3, What level is he at? Level 22, already. So now let's go take a look ahead. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats. Of course, this is Inferno. He is a blast type character. That one I'm a little interested to find out about, because, like, I mean, it is kind of hard with a character like this, kind of like, what do you class him as? Because they don't have... No, actually, you know what? That would be interesting. I'd be interested to see if they were to bring in, like, an inhuman class. You know, kind of like in, oh, shoot, Contest of Champions. How did I forget that name? And that kind of like a mutant class. I wouldn't be surprised if they brought an inhuman class, because definitely a lot of characters here could fall under that category, or at least enough to make a class. Cause I remember, like, Universal was only like like less than a dozen characters for the longest time, so they could definitely make an inhuman class. That I'd be interested in. Yeah, just the blast typing. I mean, he's definitely blasting people with fire and whatnot. And yeah, it has to be kind of hard. He definitely wouldn't be speed. He could be combat. Not really universal, I would say. But yeah, I don't know, that may be a little interesting. It would be nice, actually, if they did bring in an alternate class typing, because there's some characters where they don't quite seem to fit in any of the 4 that they have at the moment. So maybe that's something new they can do. But back on track now. This is the rank 1 level 22 version. Energy attack 677, physical defense 373, energy defense 525, health 1912. He's got one ability here called Flame. Applies to self, increases fire resist by 10%, increases fire damage by 3%, so it's kind of got a double stat boost there, which is kind of nice. Here are the more in-depth detailed details of the character. I'm not going to go through these, just mainly because the videos are long enough as they are, so if you want to read over this stuff, by all means, pause the video and do so. I will not go over it at this time. But to move on now, let's go ahead and take a look at the gear. First up is Pyrokinesis, ups energy attack and all-around attack. We've got NASF uniform. Oh, maybe that's, I don't know what NASF for. If you know what NASF stands for, let me know in the comments below. I might look it up after. NASF uniform ups energy defense, physical defense, and all-around defenses. Flame-proof gloves, up critical rate dodge and health per level, which is nice. And last but not least, Inhuman Genes. I mentioned this when we did the Maximus review. This piece of gear, though it's not really gear, but anyway, this piece of gear is common to all Inhuman characters. You know, Inhuman Genes, if they're Inhuman, they have this one no matter what. It ups health, attack speed, and ignores defense, which is nice. But yeah, so I mean, like, they have this, all Inhuman characters have the Inhuman Gene gear piece, so honestly, they really could make a class. Like, there's this update, I'm just trying to think, there's Black Bolt, Medusa, Daisy Johnson, Lash, Lincoln Campbell. They could really make an Inhuman class, and if you see this, anybody working for Netmarble, you see this, I would actually like to see an Inhuman class. Now, there are a lot of Inhumans, so I'm actually going to really press this video, so if you want to see an Inhuman class, give your support in the comments below, I guess. I'm not sure how else we can do that, but, yeah, just Inhuman class would be nice to see. They could come in with yellow or orange or something, I don't know. They had to figure out another color. There we go. There is the gear. Next up is skills. First up is Burning Fist, fire damage, 131% of energy attack, additional 142 fire damage. Next is Incineration, applies to enemies, deals 30% burn damage every 1 second for 5 seconds. Of course, that time, I believe, will increase as you level up the ability. Actually, let's just see that. Let's just see if that does so. 5 seconds, so it does not, at least to level 2, but we're going to rank it, upgrade it anyway. But possibly that time will increase once it gets up to higher levels. But maybe we get to take a look at that in the future. Next ability, the 3-star ability, is called Blazing Storm. Applies to self, guards against 1 hits. It says 1 hit, so that means obviously it can increase, because 1 hits is not good English. But that lasts for 3 seconds, or the number of hits. Increases by 4% of energy attack for 8 seconds. Fire damage, 153% of energy attack. Additional 48 fire damage. The next is the 4-star passive ability, Burning Rage. The image there looks kind of interesting. I like that one. Just I don't know. Like, it's not. I don't know. that's just, I like the picture. Anyway, I got thrown off by that. Anyway, Burning Rage, the 4-star passive ability, applies to self, increases fire damage by 10%, immunity to fire damage. That would make sense considering the guy is on fire like all the time, I would assume. But the 5-star ability, or attack number 4, is called Ignition. Fire damage, 75% of energy attack, additional 24 fire damage. The 6-star ability, or the 5th attack, is called Volcano Burst. This one's got a lot of stuff under it. Applies to self, immunity to all damage for 2 seconds. That's really good. The time could be better. Increases all attack by 5%, all speed by 5%, and critical rate by 5% for 10 seconds. Fire damage, 181% of energy attack, additional 142 fire damage. The character advancement ability is called Hot Streak, applies to self, increases all buffs effect by 20% and duration by 30%. Last but not least is the leader ability Fiery Fever, applies to all allies, increase fire resist by 10%. So he sounds like he has some good attacks. They're all fire based, it looks like, so if somebody has, like, I'm not actually sure if any character does have this, but if there's like a burn immunity out there, or a very high burn resist, this would not be a good character to be fighting that other character. With all the stats gone over, let's go ahead and go into the skill preview to check out all of his skills. Last time, or in the last video, I keep mentioning this, but in the last video for Maximus, I'd say we spent a good amount of time in there because he was absolutely awesome. Like, at first, I thought Inferno was probably going to be my favorite out of the characters, but now it's definitely Maximus. Inferno will probably be close, or at least second, but Maximus is first. But anyway, back to Inferno, because that's in another video. If you want to find out about Maximus, go watch that other video. I'll plug that in there again. But let's go ahead. Basic attack, let's check these out. So he's got 2 flaming punches, and then he sprays or blasts fire at the opponent. That's actually kind of nice. It kind of mixes up a bit, but of course the punches are flaming. I don't know if I'm not sure if I said that before. Yeah, and then the spewing fire, which is actually kind of nice. It'd be nice if that actually had a bit like an occasional burn effect. I mean, yeah, you're spraying fire on the guy, they're gonna catch fire. But let's go first attack now. Let's take it out on this poor sucker here. 3. All right, so it's got 3 things there. So we've got punch. So he's got like a side, or like a is it a right or a left? It's a right hook, I guess. Yeah, right hook, an uppercut with the left, and then he kind of leaps but circles around at the same time, which that's not physically possible. But then he slams down with another fiery punch, and there's actually a whole bunch of fire around him, which is actually kind of cool looking. And there's a bit of a fire explosion down on the ground as well, which is nice. Moving on to the second attack now. So this one, he is just straight spewing fire twice, actually. So we got one from the hands, and then, at first I thought he was going from his mouth like Ghost Rider, but he just kind of swings his right hand around, and there's kind of just like a wave of fire that moves forward. That actually does look like it's a nice looking attack. We'll see what kind of damage it can do, but it does burn, which is nice. That is a good effect to have. Third attack now. This one, whoa, that was really quick. Actually, the game lagged there when that one went. So it's kind of like he crouches down, and then he's up and spinning like a top with like fireballs going everywhere, which is actually really cool. It's like there's a brief fire tornado and with fireballs inside the fire. I don't know if that makes sense. If you're listening, I don't know if that is a very good description or not. But that attack actually does look good, especially if that's one that would be really good to use if you are dealing with a large crowd and you're surrounded, or you're dealing with a large crowd and you run it's a good time to activate when you're in between them. So even if you have to purposely run into the mob, do it, and it looks like it has a pretty decent radius on that. So it looks like it do some decent damage. Fourth attack, I'm interested to see, because the little picture there for the attack, it's got like 3 almost like meteors, but they're fire. I'm gonna assume they're fireballs. So I'm interested to see. I'm just actually saying about the meteors. Something's gonna come from the sky. He's gonna call down like fireballs or something. We're gonna see this. But let's go fourth attack. It lagged. Oh, there's a big fireball. Oh yeah, all right. So he didn't quite call from the sky. He leapt up, created it, and then just slammed it down. So kind of like he throws a whole bunch of like medium-sized fireballs, and then he creates a ginormous one and slams it down. And there's even kind of like after he slams it down, there's like a giant burst of fire that just shoots up. So that attack actually looks like it could do a lot of damage. It definitely has it over like a decent, or it's like a longer attack, so it has the opportunity to do more damage, which is nice. And now, with that one having the fire shooting up at the end, I'm interested to see what the 5th attack is, because that's basically what the picture is fire shooting up with it, like rocks going everywhere. So I'm interested to see what this one can do. Let's go 5th attack now. Woo! Whoa! Whoa! That one! Whoa! Look at him now! Look at him! He's all glowy! Ooh, that's cool. Is that gonna wear off? Oh, there we go. It did wear off. Alrighty, so that was... we gotta see that again. It lagged again, but I want to bring a whole bunch of guys in on this. Let's bring the pain to everybody. Zip around, da-da-da. Bring them all together, da-da-dee-dee-dee. Alright, that's close enough. Alrighty, let's go 5th attack again. So he leaps up, slams down. There's like hot rock going everywhere, and then he kind of gets up, kind of puts his arm back. It's like kind of like a victory or battle roar. He's just like ah, and then there's like those medium-sized fireballs again, just shooting everywhere and hitting everybody. And that one looks really cool. I'd actually say I'd say that's definitely my favorite attack out of all of his. It just looks so cool. And that's one. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, he's definitely close second favorite. I still like Maximus a bit more, but yeah, that's one attack I would love to get. So yeah, when I get him ranked up to 6-star, that is one attack I am going to be very happy to have. But and he looks really cool after, all glowy. He got an ability here, Volcano Burst. So I can read that again. Volcano Burst increases all attacks by 6%, all speed by 6%, and critical rate by 6% for 10 seconds. So that one lasts a little while, but he's all glowy, like he's on fire, but he's not quite on fire. He's like hot rock. I don't know. He looks really cool, and he's got flaming hands, but now they're gone away. So you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. But if you were watching, then you do. Anyway, 5th attack, I actually do really like that one. Overall, his attacks seem pretty solid. Of course, as is every video, we don't get to see what kind of damage they can do in the skill preview, so we're going to take this guy into battle, but of course, because he's only 1-star, we only get to see his basic attack and his first 2 attacks, but that is a good place to start. We're not always going to get to see everything right off the bat, but let's go ahead and battle in the story quests. We'll go about, go about here, let's go Doc Ock. Let's fight Doc Ock. What level is that? Yeah, that should be fine. Let's just swap in Inferno here. But yeah, so his attacks, visually, they look really good. I don't say I have like a soft spot for fire characters, but this is kind of a weird way to look at it. But like a lot of stuff I watch, they'll have like characters with like elemental powers or stuff like that. And for me, it's like when I think about the characters that I like the most, they're kind of like either fire or ice characters. Those are the kind of the 2 types that for me just kind of, I don't want to say they speak to me. That's also kind of weird. But anyway, they're like the 2 that I really like. So for me, I kind of have a soft spot for fire characters. I do really like them. So I like fire attacks, that kind of stuff. And yeah, they look good, especially that 5th attack. Just overall, just visually, that one is probably what. Yeah, like overall, it may even be like one of my favorite just looking attacks, because it looks like it would be really good. It'd be disappointing if it doesn't do like big damage. Like that would definitely suck, but it looks like it has the potential to do a lot of damage. But let's go ahead and start kicking some butt here, or burning butt. I don't know. We'll singe some guys here. I don't know. If you go back a couple seconds, I don't know. I thought I saw a guy jump down and then he was just dead. Like he jumped down and he died, or a minion died as he spawned. I don't know, that's kind of weird. Let's go first attack. Let's use this over. we got flamethrower guys in here. They think they can match us, but they can't. All right, so we didn't really get to see the first attack very well, but overall, like damage wise, he seems like he's doing a decent amount of damage. Of course, these are only minions, but still, like they're pretty even, or they're pretty about even level-wise, and he's taking them out pretty quick, which is nice to see. There's some characters where it's like they take a few hits to take out characters, like even like the heavier characters. He's dealing with them pretty quick. So, and he's almost like, again, these guys are they're only, I think maybe something like 4 levels lower, so that's not too much, and he's almost one-shotting all of them, like, even just, like, for his basic attacks, which is very nice to see. He almost actually one-shotted, the one guy there, which was awesome to see. I think he may have, I don't know, there may have been, like, a trickle of health left, but not that much, so, Inferno seems powerful. He looks really cool in battle. Yeah, he's probably gonna be my second favorite out of the new characters. Still not saying that he's like bad. You know, like he is very good. Just Maximus is very, very, very good. But let's go Doc Ock. Let's burn him up. Let's annihilate this guy. We're gonna deal with him pretty quick. Yeah, like he's going pretty quick. Health wise, though, so are we too. I should watch out. I keep forgetting we got lower health. We don't have like infinite health. There we go. So there you go, Inferno. Yeah, so feel-wise, like, I don't know, I kind of mentioned this, like, there's always, like, a feel to things. Ooh, very cool, ending screen, I like that. Temperature is too high. Okay, we'll deal with that later. Yeah, but so just kind of, there's, like, you can always have, like, an overall feel, to a character, you know, I don't know if it's a mental thing, but anyway, he felt right, you know, like, there's, like, I don't know, I'm going to compare him to Maximus this time. Maximus felt really good, handling, and that, Inferno did feel, good to it. You know, yeah, it's just, his fire attacks, he's definitely got, some firepower in him, for lack of a better word there. It's kind of a pun, but I don't know. But yeah, so, seems like he's a very strong character. Interested to kind of see afterwards, comparing him to some of the other new characters, where he kind of lines up. Yeah, like, out of the new characters, he's definitely very cool. Though, I think, like, characters overall, he may not stand out, too much, compared to other characters. You know, like, there's some that will definitely stand out, and others just kind of get lost in the crowd. And I honestly, sometimes, like, there's characters I forget they're in the game. Because there's so many, and they all just kind of line up there on that, reel there, which, yeah, I think they need to find a better way to organize, their guys there. But, yeah, so definitely, I'd say definitely a good review, on Inferno. I do like him. He's not saying he's bad at all. Like, there's certain things like that, you know, I'm not too crazy about, like, even just design-wise, again, those pads, I have absolutely no idea what they're for, and they're bugging me now that I've got a closer picture of him, but I don't know. But yeah, he seems like attack-wise, he looks like he can do, some decent damage. He was taking out the guys, pretty quick, which was nice to see. Again, it'd be really nice to see those, higher-level attacks, kind of what damage they could do, because I think they could definitely do a lot. They could definitely take out some guys, pretty quick, so, but yeah, so I think that is about it. So there you go, there is Inferno in Marvel Future Fight. If you like the video, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. And if you like this kind of stuff, we got lots of coming all the time, so feel free to subscribe to the channel. Also, let me know what you think about Inferno and any of the new characters in the comments below. So if you have any suggestions for future videos or requests or that kind of stuff, I will see all your comments, so you can leave your comments in the comments below. And last but not least, you can check us out on Facebook at Mr. Smiley Co. right there in the bottom right corner of your screen. I don't post there too often, but I've got an event planned coming out, or event planned for the near future that will involve Facebook a decent amount. So if you find us now, then you'll be prepared for that event, which will involve you guys coming out in the near future. I'm excited for that. I still got to do some planning and prepare some stuff, but that will all be coming out shortly. Well, not shortly, in a little while, but it's like not that far away. Anyway, I don't want to give out too much details. So, but yeah, I think that's about it, so I don't go babbling on. That is Inferno in Marvel Future Fight. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.